Hey LTCF, Becca here. You guys are with me at home. I am in my bedroom hanging out, and tonight I have Maureen Froyam. Hey Mo.
Hello.
And tonight we have something a little different for you guys. We are going to switch roles. I am not going to be interviewing, I am going to be interviewed. So Maureen wanted to interview me, and at first I was like, I don't know. I don't know about this, but I'm just gonna say yes and amen and move forward. So thank you, Mo, for wanting to do this and taking the time out of your evening.
Oh, so thank you for that. This is awesome. I just think about you are so upfront in everybody's, view all the time now. And so I think it would be awesome for people to get to know you a little bit more on a personal level. So thank you for letting me do this.
Yeah.
Coming into your home.
Yeah.
So I have some questions I'm going to ask you.
Oh gosh, here we go. Okay.
So, all right. So, well, how long have you been part of LTCF?
So I was literally born and raised in LTCF. My parents moved here for Lake Tahoe Christian Fellowship. They fell in love with the church, fell in love with Lake Tahoe because it's Lake Tahoe, and ended up looking for a house here and getting pregnant with me. And 30 years, almost 31 years, I've been a part of LTCF.
So I pretty much known you since you were born.
Yes, you have.
So, since you kind of answered that you grew up here, but really, when do you think that you had placed your faith in Jesus as your Lord and Savior?
Well, I would have to say, I really, my parents' God became my God, I guess, in just like the same terms, like when Jesus became real to me, was when actually I was a single mom. I had decided to leave my eldest's father. And I just remember kind of like, I was moving stuff out of our house. And I just remember breaking down and getting on all fours and like total dramatic because that's my style. Um, Total like ugly crying, like father, like, and nobody was there. It was just me, and I was just grabbing the last few things. Like, fell down to my knees and just started bawling and crying out to God, like, Father, like, I can't do this. I don't
Mm,
want to do this. Send me my husband. Where is he?
mm.
Where is he? So that's kind of like the turning point. But there were still some major bumps in the road with my walk after that.
So you grew up in the church, but you don't feel like you made God your God until that moment.
Yeah, I mean, I I didn't really like understand the full relationship that I could have with Jesus
Mm.
versus growing up in LTCF, especially we were what considered holy rollers. So it's like I was part of the dance ministry. Like I had, like I was in the kids ministry downstairs with the Herreras, and like I was involved, and because of my parents, hand and obviously in my life, but it's like I didn't really understand what a relationship with Jesus is supposed to be and how it's supposed to feel.
Mm. Wow. So, boy, then that really could be considered a real shaking time for you. I mean, in your life in general. But once you placed your faith in Jesus, have you had a time where you would consider a really bad shaking?
I mean, yeah, there's been stuff just happening in my life, suicide, not myself, but suicidal things and kind of like things in my family and my life that have really like, all right, Lord, like, where are you? Kind of me questioning, when are you going to show up and show yourself? I know you.
Mhm.
I know what you're capable of. It makes me want to cry. I know you. Where are you?
Mhm.
So it's like I've totally had those moments, but he's still faithful, and he doesn't move how I think he's going to move, and that's his style. That's the best part. And it's like, all right, sorry. Yeah. But I mean, there's definitely faith shaking moments. But I love how Jacob Zorn said it. It's not, it's faith building moments. And that's really what it is for me now too.
Turned it around. It's
Yeah.
not shaking. It's almost like pruning, taking off
Right.
things that shouldn't be there.
Right.
And not how a situation might change, but faith in your God.
Right.
Wow. Yeah, good, good. Um, well, so how did it come about that you started working at the church? How'd that happen?
Gosh, God is so funny. So I have the biggest joke. I've like, so for those who don't know, my mom is Jody Owen and she also works for the church. Like, and she has 4 children. I'm the fourth out of hers. We have this family joke going where, oh Lord, I've turned into my mother. It's not a bad thing, but it's like, oh man, I really have. Um, Funny story. I was worshiping with Paul Federici at his house. We were kind of practicing for our first Sunday's worship group with the up and dolls that they put on at our church. So him and I were just talking, and I'm like, hey, like if there's any jobs or anything, anything I can help with or whatever, like I'm really looking forward to kind of getting back into work because my kids were getting a little bit older where they weren't like infants. And so I'm like, all right, get me out of the house, help me. And I wanted to help with income. So Destiny Marquez was working at the church, and she was, she's amazing. She's an artist by herself, and then she's a graphic design artist, and she's just artsy fartsy. So she was going to kind of step down from her position as graphic designer, and she does all the bulletins and stuff for the website. Step down as that position at LTCF, and she texted Paul, and I was at Paul's house when she texted. I think that's kind of, yeah, somebody texts somebody, but that's what happened. And I ended up, Paul, of course, talked to the elders to see if it was okay or if they would consider me. And of course, they're like, oh, yeah. So then here I am. I'm in everything.
You're in everything.
No, just kidding.
I think God has put a lot of vision inside of you for the church. Doesn't it seem like that?
Yes, he has. Yes. And I'm kind of like, okay, all right, Lord, like, did I say yes too many things? I'm sure Pastor Terry would say, Becca, you need to, know when to say no, or, like kind of like, but no, I mean, this is how God's made me, like he knows what I'm passionate about. He knows I can be compulsive with certain things, especially with my job and at the church. But he still shows me every day what I can do. So
Good. Wow. Well, so so your faith building times, what have they taught you about Jesus and who is he to you?
That he is a man of his word.
Good.
Yeah, that he, and he's faithful, and that he is a deliverer. He not only does he deliver, the truth and deliver me from things that I shouldn't be walking in, but he keeps his promises. He delivers on his word.
Good.
So, yeah, that's.
He's a deliverer in more than one way, isn't
he? Yeah, it's like a crazy, river that sprouts out. Like he delivers on so much, and it's taken me a while to really see that and appreciate it.
Good. Well, I love these testimonial times that God put on your heart to do. And I love them because they profile, whoever God has chosen to profile. They profile that person being, a real person with real struggles and finding God in the middle of it. And it's certainly true for you too, is that, you grew up in the church, and, as much as we, as moms, I mean, cause I'm there too with my 4 girls, as much as we'd like our kids to know the Lord, from day one, it sometimes doesn't happen that way. but God was faithful with you,
Yeah,
was he?
you're right. Yeah, he knew. He knew all along.
We're so blessed to just have you. I mean, you're just such an example of somebody who loves the Lord and wants to give her all for him.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Mo. Hey, I mean, I'm kind of following your footsteps in a bit too. So I'm kind of like my mother Mo as well.
Oh,
4 children, ministries, helping, serving. So
you have a few moms here, don't you?
yeah, I totally do. You think I would been in a lot
Oh,
more trouble, or at least been a better kid? No, I'm just kidding.
no, no problems. You just only challenges to find your way to the Lord.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Well, this was great. Do you have some parting words for us?
Yeah, just, for anybody that needs to hear it. There's a God who is real, who,
Mm,
who wants you. This is a
mm,
God that created all things. He doesn't need you, he wants you. And he's just waiting for you. He's waiting for that relationship. He wants to be there for you. So if anything, I just hope that this opens the door to any people that need the encouragement, that you're wanted and that you are a part of his family. Like, this is a real thing. This isn't me talking about, the Holy Ghost and, like, you know, falling down backwards because this is a real thing. Those things are real too. But right now, like, this isn't fake. So yeah, that would be my encouragement for those. It's like, really know that you're wanted by the God of the universe. So,
because you found that out to be true,
I'm
right?
sorry, what?
Because you found that out to be true.
Yeah,
He
I did.
wants you.
Yeah, after everything I did. And I mean, I wasn't like awful, but I also wasn't a saint, I went for looking for love in all the wrong places, all because I wanted to feel wanted when I had that all along.
Mm,
So
that's
that would be all. So
good. Oh, awesome time. Thank you so much for sharing your life with us.
of course, Mo. Well, thanks for interviewing me. And hey, maybe next week I might interview you if you're up to it, Mo.
Mm.
I
Let's
think she is.
see what the Lord has.
I think she is. They all. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, you guys, that's all we have. Thanks for joining me. And Mo, we love you. We love seeing Motivational Mondays with Mo. And for those who don't know what that is, log on to our Facebook, log on to our YouTube, and I also will go ahead and put them on our website as well. So I love you guys. We miss you so much, and I think we're kind of starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel with this crazy incident.
Soon.
All right. Anyways, I love you guys, and we will totally see you guys soon.
Okay.
Bye.